What's up there, Facebook? It's your girl, you know who, coming to you live from my home office here in Boston, Mass. What's up? Happy Sunday, everyone. How was everyone's week and how was everyone's Sunday? As for me and mine, we got up and went to church this morning, and then we spent some time with my grandmother and my aunt today. So we just hung out, spent day with family. Yesterday, same thing, spent the day with family, just kind of hanging out and chilling out and just relaxing. So listen, guys, if this is your first time with me, just simply put a #1 and let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you've been here before, just simply put a #2. And either way, I want you guys to say, hey, what's up? And let me know how your week has been. Let me know what your weekend was like. So I don't know if you saw in the description what we're going to be talking about today, but today's topic is, do you prep for the week? I know I try to prep as much as I can. Like many of us, some of us, I work outside of the house. So I need to try to get as much stuff done as possible. And so I do, I have two ways that I actually kind of keep track of what I do. One is on my phone, app on my phone that I use called Wonderlist. And that keeps me on task. I put those things in. I set a reminder, goes off at the times it needs to remind me to do the things that I need to do. However, sometimes because I drive a lot for work, I spend a lot of time in the car behind the wheel, it's hard to post sometimes and to do those things that I need to do to stay relevant in my business. So I try to prep as much over the course of the weekend as I can. And so, like I said, I use one to listen, and sometimes I'll just share this with you. Sometimes I'll just simply write it out. I usually have it in a notebook, but sometimes I'll just simply just write it out. Sometimes there's nothing better than a good pen and a piece of paper just to jot your things down. So I'm going to share with you what my kind of daily routine is and what it looks like. I would love to know what yours is. So drop a comment below this video. Just let me know what your daily routine is. Maybe there's something that I'm doing that you don't do, that you like to do, or vice versa. So again, I would love to know what that is. So as far as I'm concerned, for me, I try to do these things. I'm going to give you kind of two schedules, kind of one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And I really try to do these morning things before I leave the house. But again, because of the type of work that I do, sometimes I'm gone as early as 6 o'clock in the morning. And then sometimes I can be gone as late as 8 o'clock in the morning. It just depends on the day. So I try to get as much of this stuff done as at night. So as I've been telling you guys in previous videos, I'm also in a few other challenges. I've been in a couple of challenge groups and a couple of boot camps where they've really been pushing us to just kind of get out of our comfort zone and do certain things. Now, again, I'm not new to necessarily the internet world, but I'm always willing to learn. So I'm always pushing myself to do other things. So again, we've been in this boot camp. And we know every day we've had an activity, we've had something that we have to do. I'm in another group that I listen to daily, and it's usually a daily activity that we do with that. Now, I know people may feel like, why do you do all of those different challenges, or why do you do this or do that? But it's really to help me become a better entrepreneur, to be able to bring better and great content to the marketplace. So I keep pushing myself on a daily basis to do just those things. I mean, honestly, right now I'm tired. As I said, it's been a long week. For some strange reason, I was up at 4:30 yesterday morning. So I'm tired. Spent the day out yesterday, just kind of hanging out. Not sure who that was that lived in, but say, hey, thank you. I appreciate you for living in with me. Hey, Miss Price, I appreciate you living in with me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Glad to have you living in with me. Excuse me. But I've decided that I want to try to come at you at least 30 days and do a live video. I think I probably missed a day, but no one's asked me to do that. That's not a challenge that I'm in. That's just something that I've challenged myself to do. is to kind of bring my target audience some content over the next 30 days. So that's why I'm shooting this video. So now that we've done all that, let's just kind of get into the content. Again, do you prep for the week? So one of the things that we've been kind of learning in the boot camp is to kind of schedule our posts. Now, I have to tell you that honestly, I've been doing this for quite some time. I was using a different tool, and I say, "Hey, Sonia, I see you. What's going on?" I've been using a different tool than the one that we've been, requested to use in the group. But I use this other tool called If This Then That. And what that allows it to do is that if I post, for instance, when I put a post on Instagram, it automatically goes to my Facebook pages, my Twitter page, of course, Instagram, because that's where I started it from. It goes to Pinterest and it goes to Tumblr. So it goes to all those different social media sites with just one post on one platform. So one of the things that I do is I do try to schedule my posts for the week. I've been doing that, like I said, again, for quite some time. So I have another app that I use on for Instagram. I believe it's called Appy, Apphi, I believe this is how it's spelled, but I can double check that for you. And you can actually schedule, there's a free version and a paid version, and you can actually schedule your Instagram posts, I think up to 10 posts on the free version. So I sometimes use that. Again, I use usually If This Then That to do that, but I'm also currently using Hootsuite as well. So I try to make sure that I schedule my posts for the week as much as possible. So I also downloaded the app for Hootsuite, so that I can do it from my phone when I get a chance. But again, during the day, it's kind of hard. But if you can schedule your content for the week as much as you can, even if you get it done for 2-3 days at a time, by all means, go ahead and schedule it. I take time out over, the course of the weekend, Friday through Sunday, to normally do that. It's to kind of get my content all together and post it. All right. So now what I'm really going to do is kind of break down what my morning daily routine looks like. So one of the first things I do after I get up and I grab my phone is that I always go on Facebook and I wish everybody a happy birthday. If you go to your events, you'll see birthdays. What's up, cuz? What's going on, Reese? You'll see the birthdays. I go in every day and I make sure that I say or send a picture post or something that says happy birthday. Okay, that's something that I do, like I said, day to day. Okay. The second thing that I do is Facebook is great at sharing with us our Facebook memories. I scroll through those memories. Sometimes I'll share stuff that I've shared before. But what I'm really looking for here is the people that I become friends with on that particular day. So what I do is that I take those people, and there's a little box there. You could just send an inbox, and I just say something simple like, "Hey, now, today's our day," or "It's our day. Hope all is well." Something real basic, real simple. Okay. And then what I do after I do that, then I go to that person's page and I go in and I like a couple of posts, or actually love a couple of posts, and put a comment on one or two, and then I kind of move on. Okay, so if you guys aren't using your Facebook memories, make sure that you make it part of your daily mode of operation, all right, every day to do that. Facebook birthdays and the memories. And let me go back to birthdays. Even though we go into our events and we're saying happy birthday to our friends, pay attention to our friends who are posting about their kids' birthdays, their parents' anniversaries, their anniversaries. You want to always be comment and say, "Hey, congratulations, on your anniversary, happy birthday, wish the kids a happy birthday." Always do that. People really pay attention to that and notice when their friends reach out and say happy birthday or congratulations to their loved ones. So that's another good tip that I find. So again, part of my daily mode of operation. The other thing I do in the morning is that I send out an email blast to a targeted list of people. It's a target list of about 87,000 people. So I'm actually able to get my message out on a daily basis to 87,000 people, folks. It takes me 2.2 seconds to do that, and then I'm off on to something else. The other thing that I do in the morning is I usually just kind of scan through my emails, and I just start off the ones that are important. I don't do anything with them right then and there. I just put a little star beside it, check it off, and then I move on to the next thing. All right. The other thing that I do in the morning is that I post some type of valuable content. So something like this video that I've done, the video I've done the last 3 days, I'll go in and I'll try to share those throughout the day. If you're in any type of Facebook groups where you can advertise your business or whatever, as opposed to always posting about my business, I tend to try to put some value and some great content in those. So something like this video, something like the video I did yesterday, I try to share that throughout the day. I try to do 10 groups in the morning, 10 groups in the afternoon, and 10 in the evening. It doesn't always work, but I get at least 20 in, if not 30 a day, because if I do one in the morning, at least one at night. Okay. And then let's see, the last thing that I do in the mornings before I get out of here is I try to talk to at least 5 people in my inbox about just my opportunity, my business, whatever it is. I'll just go in and find 5 people and say, hey, would you mind taking a look at, or whatever the case is. I try to connect with 5 people in the morning. So that probably sounds like a lot, but that is my normal morning routine. That's kind of what I do before I get out of here most mornings. Okay. And then in the afternoon, when I come home from work and I kind of rest and I hang out with the kid for a little bit, then I try to work on the emails that I started that morning. I try to go through them and see what's going on with that. That's one of the things I do. This is also the time that I listen to any kind of trainings. Like I said, I'm in some great groups, doing some boot camps, doing some more training, whether it's for my business, the travel business, network business, just networking, whatever it is. That's the time I take to do my training. I also post any live videos. Like anytime I do a live, I also upload it to YouTube. So this is, I'm also building my audience over there on YouTube as well. So I'll take this video and I will upload it to YouTube, and it'll be posted tomorrow. And then again, those are the types of things that I post in those groups. You know what I mean? So again, just getting the content out there. The other thing that I do in the afternoon is I work on any special projects. If I'm, working on a funnel for my business, or if I'm, trying to get something done, then I take the afternoon to work on those special projects. Again, Sonia, I'll make sure I give you the app again. Don't worry about it. I'll put it in the comments. All right. Appreciate you for asking. The other thing I do is that I create a blog. I also blog. So I create a blog from the content that I create. So this video is actually going to become a blog. You will see it floating around at another day and time. But it's a great way to repurpose your content. And then again, last thing I do is I kind of talk to 5 more people about my business. And, that's the gist of my schedule for the week. That's how I prep for the week. That's kind of what I do on a daily basis. But those things really do help in allowing me to do other things. Like I said, I drive a lot for work. So, my hands aren't always free to, to come up with a post, to do other things like that. And I'll give you a bonus tip on this as well. So one of the things I will tell you is, because I spend, you're welcome, Sonia. It's not a problem. I hope you got some value. I'm glad you got some value from this video. And I just want to share this bonus tip with you. I spend a lot of time in my car, probably way more time than I care to. So that is also another time where I listen to a lot of trainings, if I can. Now, I may not be able to take notes, but I can at least get the content in my brain. So as opposed to sometimes listening to the radio and listen to the same songs over and over again, I will listen to my podcast that I like to listen to. I will listen to a training that I need to listen to. Whatever it is, I try to feed my brain as much content as I can while at least I'm in the car. So that's it, folks. That's, my, how I try to prep my week. I try to do my posts, get them out the way. And then, but again, I tell you folks, this is important. Writing down your list. And the best thing I can tell you is to write your list on the weekends. Write it down. Know what it is that you want to do, and then go in, and tackle that. I have a couple of training events that are coming up, live events that I'll be going to, one being tomorrow. So that's kind of where my training will come in the afternoon. It'll kind of be done tomorrow evening, and I'm okay with that. But really, folks, if you can get, as much if you can get as much stuff done over the course of the weekend, then I suggest that you do it. And, sometimes it's easy if you have a block of time to sit, take an hour if need be, and do what you need to do. Sometimes it can't be done, all in one sitting, but that's okay. Just kind of start gathering the information. And Sonia, we'll talk offline. I'll hit you up and we'll talk about which app it is that you're looking for, because there are a couple, but tools are truly, truly important for us folks. Having the right tools, being able to do the right things for your business, and being able to have those tools to set them up can truly, truly make your business really function without you having to sit in front of your computer every day. So listen, folks, I know I've been in this video probably a lot longer than I wanted to be, but I do appreciate each and every single one of you who took the time out to listen to me. Check out this live video. Again, I appreciate you all. I love you all. And until the next video, guys, as always, peace. Sonia, don't worry. I'll get that information to you, all right? You guys have a great night.